I'm careful. All right. Disney trip yearly, yay or nay? Oh, yeah, we both got different answers on this.
But.
All right, so my thing is, I know what my wife loves. I know what she truly enjoys. And before she came into my life and before my mom and dad helped take both of us for our engagement to Disney World for the first time in 2019, I had been away from Disney World for quite a minute. I hadn't been in years. And the last time I left Disney with my family, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I was tired of it. I was burnt out. Didn't care to ever do it again. My family, they went off to Disney World, and I stayed home and went to work or whatever right after high school a few times, plenty of times. I just didn't feel like going back. So whenever I went with her, it was the first time for me in years where it was her first time ever. And between her happiness and the way she just exploded and lit up with the place whenever she went in there.
That's a good way to say it.
And then me and her going on trips and the way that she has planned and organized and she's learned things and got me to watching things and learning things about, it's become almost a whole different experience for me. And like our last trip where we went this past Christmas, I'd never been to Disney World at Christmas, and that was mind-blowing.
Yeah.
So while I love Disney and while I do enjoy myself at Disney, I really do. I don't know why I wouldn't. I feel like there's something for everybody at Disney World, no matter who you are. Rides, leisure, you know, going to resort. We did that a few times and we enjoyed those days just because it was Disney. I would have to say no, I don't need a yearly trip year after year. But I will consider bi-yearly trips because I know my wife is going to want me to be in her favorite place with her, considering me her favorite person like she did last year. So it's not a must for me, but I will never stop her from going and making a trip.
That's one thing that I'm like, I don't know why I get all like hot and heavy and pressed about that, but people are like, Justin probably doesn't even want to go. He does. I feel like he looks at it as, oh, look at this money we could save, pretty much. He could go every other year and be fine. Now, he knows whether he goes or not, Allison's going every year.
And I don't stop her. I don't question her. She pays her bills. She does her stuff. And so, if all that's lined up and great.
I actually have a trip planned in May that's very new, going with one of my friends. Just for Memorial Day weekend. It's going to be hot. It's going to be busy, but we're going to go anyway. So yearly trips for me, yes. Because I feel like you can spend as much or as little as you want. I love it, and now that we have been, I literally can't imagine not going. So, I would say yes. Last year, we splurged and stayed at, like, nicer resorts and stuff. Will we do that every time? Probably not. But then, I mean, if I have to stay at All-Star Sports to go, I'm going to do it. Because really, none of the hotels are bad, but...
And really, it's a difference in things. I know what I like to spend my money on for me, whereas her, she wants to go. She wants to be somewhere else.
Yep.
Her car runs. If it's got good tires, it got oil change, it's got gas in it, that's all it needs. She just wants to go.
Yep.
And that's just our personality.
Least favorite show. That's really hard for me, but my least favorite show, and I will say, it is not bad, but I saw it for the first time in December. My least favorite show is the Indiana Jones show. It was not bad, but we left, and I was kind of confused. I was like, is there not more? If you haven't stopped and seen it, I would go. It's literally just my least favorite. I just could take it or leave it. I'd rather go watch Festival of the Lion King, or I love the Nemo show in Animal Kingdom. Just my least favorite. Not bad, just least fave.
All right, so...
I feel like I know what you're going to say.
Well... It's hard to answer these questions because there's so many talented people that work in these shows and make these shows what they are. One of my least favorite shows is Frozen. However, I'm not going to pick the Frozen show in Hollywood Studios because I feel like when we go there, the people that are on stage are so animated and hilarious that they make it. Like, even if you're a parent that's sick and tired of hearing Let It Go from Frozen, like, you will enjoy that show.
It's so funny.
They make that show better for everybody. I would have to say Finding Nemo show, and that was Animal Kingdom, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And the only reason I will say that is because I can't think of anything else. But, like I said, I don't enjoy saying that because that is a talented group of people that come out on that stage. That
I love
move
that
the fishes around, that talk with them with the puppets, very talented. I'm not going to pick that show personally.
I'm going to pick that show. I knew that's what you were going to say.
I didn't
I
want to.
love that show.
I wanted to say Frozen.
Big blue world.
I wanted to say Frozen, but the people just make it.
If you said Frozen, we might have to cut right here though, because that's a good show.
All right, favorite Disney character to meet. All right, so
I know mine.
I'm gonna give y'all two answers real quick. One is a character I have not met yet, but would love to meet, and another character is one that I have met. So I feel like I'm actually answering the question. A character that I have not met that I would love to meet was Darkwing Duck, but I think that is an after-hours event character for
Yeah,
DVC
I think
members.
he's only there. He might be there for other things.
I don't know if that is just a permanent thing, if that will ever change, but if I ever get the chance to stand in line and meet Darkwing Duck, I will meet him because that was my favorite show growing up. Favorite character that I can meet now would have to be Donald Duck, pretty much in any variation.
I saw him in Epcot.
Safari Donald Duck, the Epcot Donald Duck where he's got the sombrero, regular
so
Donald
cute.
Duck. So I would just have to say Donald because that was my favorite when I was a little kid.
Okay, so my favorite character to meet, actually, I feel like everyone knows that like Cinderella's my favorite princess and everything, but favorite character to meet was Rapunzel. She's just funny. Like, she reminds me of me. She was quirky. She bumped my cup. She was signing my cup and it had pins in it and like made a whole thing about it. She was cracking me up. I loved her personality. I know we didn't say two, but bonus person, Chewbacca. Every time I've bumped into Chewbacca, it's been like a whole thing. Hello! He touched me on the shoulder. He looked me in the eyes and he touched me on the shoulder. Anyway, moving right along. Also, I mean, I know that he makes the Chewbacca noises, which I will spare you trying to imitate him. But like last time, he looked in my eyes. I don't know. It was we have a clip of that somewhere, so I'll have to. He's just super fun.
It's like you said about the shows. I mean, it's the people that do those characters
Yeah.
that bring them to life. They're not just standing there looking at you.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you didn't say Olaf.
Now I did love, but see, that's where I'm like, I love to meet all the characters. So like, I've not done that when I was little, so now it's super fun and I enjoy it heavily. Okay. I also wish I would have bought more of these 50th cups, but anyway, from the different parks. Favorite Disney treat. Okay, I feel like we have a running thing that I cannot pronounce things. So, and if my mother-in-law is watching this, I know that she knows how to say this, but I do not, and she is not here right now. So, you go to France and Epcot, okay? It is basically an ice cream sandwich and a brioche bun. Croquet glaze. Croquet like the game. I'm not sure. I don't know. But anyway, it's heavenly. The brioche bun is so soft. We got like cinnamon pecan ice cream in it. They drizzle caramel. Not only do they drizzle caramel, they drizzle it in the shape of a Mickey. Phenomenal. Like, love it. Other thing, Sleepy Hollow Nutella waffle. Okay, if you've had it, I feel like some people love it. Some people are like, I can make that at my house. No, you cannot. You can't. That is so good. What's your favorite?
I hadn't seen that question before we did this video, so when you read that, I had to seriously sit right here and think, and I was actually having a panic attack because I couldn't.
You're not really a sweets person. So
I'm not really a sweets person, but I don't even know if this is considered a quick service meal rather than a treat, but it hands down has got to go to the beignets at French Quarter.
Yeah, those are
at
good.
the Port Orleans.
We ate those like a lot when we stayed there.
And going back to Nate with Paige and Mr. Morrow, one of my favorite things when he was trying to eat it and he started coughing, it got all over his beard and everything. Because they do coat it down in sugar.
Yeah.
It's not, you're going to have to put napkins all around your plate and everything. If it's not too windy outside, powdered sugar is going to be everywhere.
It's
but
also,
it is phenomenal. And I think it comes with a strawberry jam-like thing that you can dip them in.
I think you can get those like on the side, but it's funny to me seeing all of these YouTubers that we watch have them and like nobody knows what beignets are.
Yep.
And being from Louisiana, I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what beignets are?
And I feel like anything that's Mickey shaped tastes better when you start at the ear first.
Yeah, you have to eat the ear first.
Least favorite merch.
I'm very interested to see what you say.
I'm probably going to get some heat from this. I don't know, but when I go into merchandise stores, is action figures. It's little action figure. Number one, I don't collect action figures myself, but if somebody else does,
that's fine.
That's fine. That's your thing, whatever. But I feel like if I go into a merchandise store, I want a new hat, I want a rain jacket, I want a regular jacket, I want clothes. You even found something cool in World of Disney last year. It was a monorail lunchbox.
Yeah, I should have got it.
It's stuff like that. And if I had to pick anything other than action figures, I would have to say the monorail deal that's $75 that goes around a tree. It just looks clunky, blocky. It looks like something a 4-year-old would play with. Now, maybe it's for kids. Maybe that's why they do it. I just wish they had an upgraded version of that could go in like a Christmas Village or something like that. That's all I want to say. Just an adult version of that.
So for me, and I feel like this is as of recent, okay, now mind you, I only have like 2019 to go off of, and the merch was different then, because after COVID, I feel like really the last few months, it's kicked back up to normal. I don't understand, as a cup enthusiast, tumbler enthusiast, why there are so many coffee cups, or coffee mugs, or whatever you want to call them. Like, you have to hunt down tumblers now. And the Starbucks tumblers are like taking over Disney World. I don't understand what happened to the Walt Disney Parks tumblers. I have one that I got in 2019. She was $25, and now they have Starbucks, and they're like $50, $60. Don't get it. Don't understand. Again, cup enthusiast, I feel like I'm allowed to say that. Why are there so many coffee mugs?
Speaking of which,
yeah,
pull your next question out of
my
the coffee
mug.
mug that she bought.
I did. So
They didn't have a tumbler.
I kind of wished that I would have gotten them from all the parks, but it is the Starbucks mug. This is Magic Kingdom, and it has all the things on it, and I love it. Best Disney memory. Really, I don't think I'll ever forget. We literally were walking into Magic Kingdom on my birthday. We slept in because we did the Christmas party the night before. We actually went to the restroom and stepped back out. And I have always heard people talk about the carriage. But we rode in the front row of the carriage on my birthday. Just so happened to walk out at the right time. We had reservations at Cinderella's Royal Table. Tell me that Disney Magic is not real. That's one of my favorite memories. My other favorite would be when we got upgraded to the Yacht Club, because literally never thought we would stay there. And keep in mind, that was like 2020 prices, so they've gone up substantially since then. Two of my favorites. Lots of Disney memories, but...
So you know that I absolutely love you and love the time that you saw the castle for the first time. I was there. I was right behind her. I was walking with her. We got up early that morning. She couldn't contain it no more. She knew we was going that day.
Ready to go.
We had been to one or two other parks before we went there that time we went, and it was the morning to go to Magic. She couldn't wait. We had to go. So me and her got on a bus, went up there early. It was a little bit of a fog on the ground. It was kind of cloudy that day, but I mean, it was still a nice day. Any day you're in Magic Kingdom's nice. And one of my favorite memories, of course, with her is seeing that. Now, like we said earlier, I was a lot whenever I was younger, and I have a brother that's no longer with us anymore. So one of my favorite memories comes from years and years ago. It's one of the funniest things that I ever did. My memory with her was one of enjoyment and joy, purely because I knew she was looking at her new favorite thing ever for the first time. My favorite thing of all was whenever we went to see It's Tough to Be a Bug in Animal Kingdom. Mm-hmm. And there was this guy that was sitting in front of us. Now, it was me, my mom, my dad, my brother, and my sister. The whole family. And this guy that was sitting in front of us was very animated. I'm not going to try to impersonate him because I don't think I could do a good job. He was hollering and screaming at the top of his lungs in a very comical way every time something happened on screen. And if you haven't seen It's Tough to Be a Bug, I don't mean to spoil nothing for you, but at the very end, they do something in the seats where it feels like bugs are running underneath your seat. And he jumps up and screams wherever, and the whole place is laughing at this guy. We enjoyed that guy in front of us more than we did the actual show. That would have to be my favorite memory of all time, close to her seeing the castle for the first time. Fave and least fave ride. Okay, so least favorite ride is probably going to be like the Little Mermaid ride in Magic Kingdom or something like that. Again, two different people, two different likes. Favorite ride is going to be Guardians of the Galaxy. I did not realize that was going to become my favorite. I thought Rise of Resistance would stay my favorite for a long time. It's close number 2.
Ride.
It's a phenomenal ride, but Guardians of the Galaxy, when I got on it, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I felt queasy when I got off that thing, but after about 10 seconds, I was fine. It was phenomenal. Like, my favorite ride.
So, again, our answers have to be different. And I'm going with a friend in May who's kind of, like, not really a roller coaster person. I've already told her, like, you're getting on Guardians. You're riding that. There's nothing to be scared of. Favorite and least favorite. Okay, so, again, up for much debate, probably, but I just love this. I love the whole land. If we take away Guardians, see, that's so hard though.
You still got Rise of Resistance.
No. Okay, again, Rise is phenomenal. I really
Seven Dwarfs.
I really love to ride Slinky Dog.
Oh, there you go.
Really love Slinky Dog, but also love Soarin'. Also love Big Thunder. If you ride in the back row, Seven Dwarfs, obviously, like, they're all great rides, but I really think I could ride Slinky Dog over and over. Least favorite ride, Star Tours. I did not like that. It made me feel queasy. Now, like Guardians did not make me feel queasy, but Star Tours did.
I feel like it would be a toss between Dinosaur and Star Tours for you.
I'd rather ride Dinosaur. Okay.
We're down to two. You're going to have to do part 2 and 3.
Least favorite transportation. Not a bad transportation. Least favorite. This is going to throw him off because he has to say a different one. The buses. I just feel like, why don't we have 9,000 more Skyliners? That's how I feel. The monorail, love it. Skyliners, love it. The buses are great. But now that I've been on the Skyliner, that's my least favorite. What's your least favorite? That's hard.
Considering that you took buses out, because I love monorail, I love the Skyline. Let's say that my answer was dependent on what they were going to get rid of. Like, if they had to get rid of monorail, Skyline, or boats. I feel like I'm going to have to go with boats.
Okay, I was about to say, if you're going to say...
But, I love the boats. I love sitting on the water and just cruising.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I had to choose, but buses, obviously, I feel like I would have to say buses. Virtual queue, yay or nay? I feel like if you can get in it, yes. I feel like if you can't get in it, no. It's kind of a toss-up. So
you're going to have to pick one.
I know I'm going to have to pick one. I say no. I miss the old-fashioned fast pass lane and the standee line, because I know if I get in a stand line, I know I'm at least get on it at some point, even if I got to wait almost 2 hours.
Now, my only thing, again, is, okay, I would say, so you said nay.
I said nay.
Okay. I would say yay for the fact of it potentially, it doesn't, I mean, I don't know, I was going to say it cuts down your waiting time, but it really doesn't, because you're still going to go and wait in line. I honestly don't super love virtual queues myself anyway. Like the first time we went for Remy's, it was brand new and I wasn't on my game with it. And we never got to ride Remy's. I really super love virtual queues, quite honestly. I would rather...
Now, answer this for me, because I don't really know. Rides that have a virtual queue, there still is a standee line, right? Like,
standee?
That's what I've always said. Standby line?
Standby?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've seen them say standee lines a couple of times. Maybe not on the board, but I've heard people say standee line.
No.
I don't know why.
I don't know either, because they're definitely
That's also no reason why I said it, because I figured you were going to correct me.
Yeah, there's not standee. Right. I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Like, there is a standby line to every ride at Disney World. No. See, that's...
So right now, Guardians, you either pay for a fancy ride or you get in the virtual queue. There is no, you cannot walk up and wait in line.
See, I don't like that. I like there to be a standby line, and I miss the old fast pass system. But I understand why Disney got to where they were, because so many people started using fast pass that it's...
Yeah. Well, also my other argument with that would be, is Justin just said earlier he doesn't know how to use Genie Plus, and he says he misses the old system, but he's not used the new system. So most people that are saying that haven't used it. Now, in his case, he doesn't have a reason to, because I've done it, but I see both sides of it. Well, let us know how you guys like this video. I decided, you know, something a little bit different. As much as I love to vlog, quite frankly, I feel like it's just been frantic lately, and I've been very busy with other things. So I decided while we had a minute today, let's sit down, make a video. If you are watching, I have a lot of people come up to me and tell me that they are watching. I appreciate you. You guys know the drill. Like, share, subscribe. We're trying to grow my channel, so I appreciate any views and any likes that we're getting. But if you guys have something that you want us to do, you can always comment below, message me, let me know. But until then, we'll see you in the next video. Bye.